What's up, everyone? Have you ever wondered what the richest people in the world spend their money on? Well, today, we're diving into the most insane, jaw-dropping, absolutely mind-blowing purchases ever made. We're talking about items that sold for more money than most of us will see in 10 lifetimes. From ancient artifacts to modern masterpieces, these sales will leave you speechless. Before we start counting down, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe because you're not going to want to miss any of these incredible stories. Trust me, by the time we get to number 1, your mind is going to be completely blown. Alright, let's get into it. Starting off at number 10, we have a gem that literally sparkles with luxury. This isn't just any diamond, folks. The Pink Star is a 59.6 carat oval-cut pink diamond, and it's flawless. I mean, absolutely perfect. No impurities, no blemishes, nothing. In 2017, this stunning pink beauty sold at a Sotheby's auction in Hong Kong for a staggering $71.2 million. That's right, over $71 million for a single stone. To put that in perspective, that's about $1.2 million per carat. The buyer was a jewelry retailer from Hong Kong, and they immediately renamed it the CTF Pink Star. What makes this diamond so valuable? Well, pink diamonds are incredibly rare, making up less than 0.02% of all diamonds mined globally. The Pink Star took 2 years just to cut and polish because of its size and complexity. It's considered one of the greatest gem discoveries of all time. When you're holding something that nature took millions of years to create, and only a handful exist in the world, yeah, you're going to pay a premium. But hold on, because this is just the beginning. We're just warming up here. Coming in at number 9, we've got a piece of art that literally stands above the rest. Alberto Giacometti's Walking Man I is a bronze sculpture that's almost 6 feet tall. It shows a human figure in mid-stride, elongated and thin, capturing movement in a way that's both haunting and beautiful. In 2010, this sculpture sold at Sotheby's in London for $104.3 million, making it the most expensive sculpture ever sold at auction at that time. The buyer remained anonymous, but the art world went absolutely crazy. Why so much money for a walking stick figure? Well, Giacometti is considered one of the most important sculptors of the 20th century. He created this piece in 1960, near the end of his life, and it represents his life's work exploring the human condition. There are only 6 casts of this sculpture in existence, making it incredibly rare. The elongated style became Giacometti's signature, and this particular work is seen as the pinnacle of his artistic achievement. In the art world, provenance and rarity are everything, and Walking Man has both in spades. But we're just getting started. Keep watching because the numbers only get more insane from here. Hold up another diamond? You bet. At number 8, we have the Graph Pink, and this one has a story that goes back decades. This is a 24.78 carat emerald-cut, fancy intense pink diamond, and it's been dazzling people since it was first discovered. In 2010, legendary jeweler Lawrence Graff purchased this diamond at a Sotheby's auction for $46.2 million. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, that's less than the Pink Star at number 10. But here's the thing. The Graph Pink was sold in 2010, while the Pink Star was sold 7 years later in 2017. When the Graph Pink sold, it set the record as the most expensive single jewel ever sold at auction at that time. What makes this diamond special is its pure pink color and its incredible clarity. It was originally owned by the legendary jeweler Harry Winston, which gives it serious pedigree in the jewelry world. Graff himself said that the moment he saw it, he knew he had to have it. The diamond has been displayed in museums around the world, and it's considered one of the greatest pink diamonds ever found. The lesson here, when it comes to rare color diamonds, the prices just keep climbing higher and higher. Number 7 takes us into the world of contemporary art, and this one caused massive waves in the art community. In 2017, a painting by Jean-Michel Basquiat, simply titled Untitled, sold for $110.5 million at a Sotheby's auction in New York. This isn't just any painting. It's a massive canvas featuring a black skull against a blue background created in 1982 when Basquiat was only 21 years old. The buyer was Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa, who shared his purchase on Instagram, calling it his love at first sight. But why would someone pay over $110 million for a painting of a skull? Basquiat's story is incredible. He went from being a graffiti artist in New York City to one of the most celebrated painters of his generation. Before his tragic death at age 27, his work explores themes of race, identity, and social commentary in ways that still resonate today. He was painting powerful messages about the Black experience in America decades before these conversations became mainstream. This particular painting had never been offered at auction before, and its combination of iconic Basquiat imagery, pristine condition, and powerful emotional impact made it irresistible to collectors. It set the record as the most expensive work by an American artist sold at auction. When you're buying a Basquiat, you're buying a piece of cultural history. We're getting into the serious money now, folks, but trust me, the next three are going to blow your mind. Remember that Giacometti sculpture we talked about at number 9? Well, he's back, and this time he's brought an even more expensive friend. At number 6, we have L'Homme au Doigt, which translates to pointing man. This bronze sculpture stands over 5 feet tall and shows a thin, elongated figure with one arm extended, finger pointing forward. In 2015, this sculpture sold at Christie's in New York for a jaw-dropping $141.3 million, making it the most expensive sculpture ever sold at auction. The sale took just 9 minutes, but those 9 minutes rewrote art market history. So what makes Pointing Man even more valuable than Walking Man? Well, this sculpture is considered Giacometti's absolute masterpiece. Created in 1947, right after World War II, it captures the existential questions humanity was grappling with at the time. The pointing finger has been interpreted as gesturing toward the future, asking questions, or simply asserting human presence in an uncertain world. There are only 6 casts of this sculpture, and most are in museums, making this one of the few in private hands. When you combine Giacometti's importance in art history, the sculpture's powerful symbolism, and its extreme rarity, you get a price tag that makes $141 million seem almost reasonable. Almost hold on to your seats, because we're about to enter the stratosphere of expensive items. At number 5, we're talking about a painting that smashed records and left the art world stunned. In 2015, Pablo Picasso's Women of Algiers version sold at Christie's in New York for an absolutely insane $179.4 million. This painting is part of a 15-work series that Picasso created in the 1950s as a tribute to Henri Matisse, who had recently died. Version O is the final and most vibrant piece in the series, bursting with color and showcasing Picasso's Cubist style at its finest. The painting features abstract figures of women in a harem setting, with geometric shapes and brilliant colors that seem to jump off the canvas. Why the massive price tag? First, it's Picasso, one of the most famous artists who ever lived. Second, this painting had an incredible ownership history, previously belonging to collectors Victor and Sally Gans, who were legendary figures in the art world. Third, this painting represents the peak of Picasso's late career, when he was creating some of his most daring and experimental work. The buyer remained anonymous, but when you're spending nearly $180 million on a painting, you're not just buying art. You're buying a piece of human creativity at its absolute highest level. You're buying something that will outlive you, your children, and your grandchildren. That's immortality, folks. But believe it or not, we still have 4 items that cost even more. Can you guess what number 1 is? Keep watching. Coming in at number 4, we have a painting that caused scandal when it was first exhibited and controversy when it was sold. Wait, you might be thinking, that's less than the Picasso at number 5. You're absolutely right. But here's the twist. I'm placing this one at number 4 because of the combined cultural impact and the fact that these paintings represent some of the most expensive artworks featuring the human figure. Modigliani painted this controversial nude in 1917, and when it was first displayed in a gallery window in Paris, the police shut down the exhibition because they considered it too scandalous. The painting shows a nude woman reclining on a red couch, painted in Modigliani's distinctive style with elongated features and almond-shaped eyes. This painting is considered his masterpiece. It's sensual, bold, and unapologetic. When it was created, it challenged societal norms about how the female body should be depicted. Today, it's celebrated as a revolutionary work of art that helped change the course of modern painting. All right, number 3 is where things get really wild. You won't believe what this painting sold for. In 2017, Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, which means Savior of the World, sold at Christie's in New York for a mind-melting $450.3 million. This painting shows Jesus Christ holding a crystal orb in one hand while raising the other in blessing. It's painted in oils on a wooden panel and dates back to around 1500, making it over 500 years old. For decades, the painting was lost, thought to be a copy or destroyed. It was rediscovered in 2005 at an estate sale where someone bought it for less than $10,000. Why the astronomical price? Leonardo da Vinci is arguably the most famous artist in human history, and there are fewer than 20 paintings by him known to exist. When you're buying this painting, you're buying the only chance anyone will probably ever have to own a Leonardo. The painting was supposed to be displayed at the Louvre in Abu Dhabi, but mysteriously disappeared from public view, leading to all kinds of conspiracy theories about its whereabouts. Some experts have questioned whether it's really a Leonardo or partly painted by his students. But even with the controversy, nothing changes the fact that someone paid $450 million for it. That's the price of believing you own a piece of the Renaissance master's genius. At number 2, we're moving from art to pure, unadulterated luxury. And I'm talking about the History Supreme, a yacht that allegedly sold for $4.5 billion, yes, billion with a B. The base of the boat is wrapped in solid gold, while the deck features precious gems. The master bedroom supposedly contains a wall made from meteoric stone and a statue made from genuine Tyrannosaurus rex bones. There's even a liquor bottle on board, decorated with an 18.5-carat diamond. It was reportedly purchased by a Malaysian billionaire named Robert Nock, though he's remained extremely private about the purchase. There are very few verified photos, and no one has definitively confirmed seeing it in person. Some skeptics think it might be an elaborate hoax, or that the price was vastly exaggerated for publicity. But if it does exist, as reported, it would be the most expensive yacht ever created by an enormous margin, whether it's real or not. The idea that someone could build a boat covered in 100,000 kilograms of gold shows just how far luxury can be pushed. Here we are at number 1, and this one is on a completely different level from everything else we've talked about. Now, you might be thinking, wait, that wasn't sold? It was built by governments. And you're absolutely right. But if we're talking about the most expensive thing humans have ever created, the ISS, is it by a massive margin? The ISS is about the size of a football field and orbits Earth at roughly 17,500 miles per hour. It's been continuously occupied by humans since the year 2000, making it one of humanity's greatest achievements. Why does it cost so much? Well, imagine the engineering challenge. You're building a structure in space where there's no air, extreme temperatures, and deadly radiation. Every single component has to be launched from Earth at enormous cost. A single space shuttle launch could cost around $450 million. The station has been assembled piece by piece over decades, requiring dozens of launches and hundreds of spacewalks. The ISS isn't just expensive because of the hardware, it's the operating costs too, keeping astronauts alive in space, sending supply missions, maintaining the station, conducting research. All of this requires a small army of engineers, scientists, and support staff working around the clock. Is it worth it? Absolutely. The ISS has given us breakthroughs in medical research, helped us understand climate change, tested technologies that will take us to Mars, and inspired millions of people around the world. So, while someone might own a $450 million painting or a possibly fictional $4.5 billion yacht, the ISS stands as the most expensive and arguably most valuable thing we've ever created. It's not owned by one person or even one country. It belongs to all of us and represents our collective dream of exploring the cosmos. Each item on this list represents human achievement in different ways, whether it's the natural beauty of rare gems, the creative genius of master artists, or the scientific innovation that lets us live in space. The yacht covered in gold that might not even exist, or the space station that cost more than all the other items combined. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I want to hear what you think. We've got so many more incredible lists coming your way. And hey, if you could own any item on this list, which would it be? Let me know in the comments.